Hello everybody, it's me Pred, and in this video we are going to set up an adhesive farm. Adhesives is the stuff you're always short on when crafting. It's basically in glue and I think duct tape and some other stuff that you can find outside in the world, and normally when you try to craft weapons or armor or mod them, you are mostly limited by adhesives. Well, there's one little trick you can do, and that is, if you look at the cooking station at utility, you can craft vegetable starch, which gives you 5 adhesives. And we need corn, mud fruit, purified water, and potatoes, right? And corn, mud fruit, and potatoes you can find at the little settlements throughout the world. And you can find corn and potato pretty early. Mud fruit, so far... Oh, I hate the menu structure here in this game. Mud fruit you can find... Let me call up the map. At Finch Farm. Let's just go there. And I can show you there is an abundance of mud fruit at Finch Farm. See, even on PC we have long loading screens. Not that long, but still kind of unusual. Alright, there's some fighting going on here. You have corn and mud fruit, and basically you just collect some mud fruit. You basically, it's like exponential growth, right? You plant one mud fruit and then you get a mud fruit tree, and you can pick 2 mud fruits from that tree, and then you can plant 2 more trees, which will give you 6 mud fruits. So basically, like in a really short amount of time, you will have enough crops in your home base to effectively farm the needed materials for vegetable starch. So let's just do this real quick here. I clear out the area a little bit to have some more space. I'm not going to plant all of the crops I have, just some. Just show you that it works. Let's see, I already have a lot of corn, so let's make a little corn row here. Right, corn. I think corn only gives you 1 cob, so 1 item of corn per harvest. Same with the potatoes, I think. Let's see, where are the potatoes? Oh, that damn settler. Potato plant. I have so many potato plants. It's getting ridiculous. Alright, let's plant some potatoes. And of course, the more you have, the more you should plant, so you can get more adhesives from the vegetable starch. But this is just an example. So mud fruit, well, I found that the mud fruit trees are a little bugged, as are all the crops, but especially the mud fruit tree plant, whatever. So I don't want to, the first time I got them like really close together, and then I couldn't access them anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little mud fruit tree forest here with a little more space in between, so that I won't bug them out. Basically, if your trees bug, you just quick save and reload, and then you should be able to access all the trees again. So we have a little mud fruit tree forest here. The next thing we have to do, that you probably know about if you've done some farming before, if you select, I don't know if they do this automatically, it kind of seems like they do it automatically if they don't have anything to do, but your settlers, you can assign them to certain crops. So I'm gonna assign Sturgis, who I don't like at all, on the mud fruit tree plants, whatever, and you can actually see under the mud fruit plant window, it says requires like 1 worker, and when the symbol is green, somebody's caring for them, and you can see up in the in those tabs where it says people food. I already have like 18 food now, so it seems like this has been automatically taken care of. That could be because I've done it before in this with this character just to test some stuff. But I guess they're taken care of. The respawn times for the finished fruit are pretty quick. Mostly it's a couple of, I don't know, maybe like 10-15 game minutes. And like wait time, I'm going to talk about that a little later. We need one more thing, that is purified water, which is a little rare too in the wasteland. I think you can buy it from vendors and shit like that, or find it, but there is a much easier way that is not explained anywhere. You can make your own purified water, right? Let us exit this little menu right here, and let's go, I think it's a resource. Yeah, it's a resources water. So what you can do is you can either just put down a couple of water pumps like I did here, and the amount of purified water you get out of the pumps is always like yourself. I think it's yourself, the amount of people in your settlement, minus the water thing. So for example, now I would get 11 purified water out of it, which I actually did because I tested it beforehand. But if you want to ramp up your purified water production a little bit, you can build, I don't have enough oil, but I have one ready. So you can build a water purifier, which has to be placed in the water, and it needs electricity, but that's not a problem. If you are not at the beginning of the game, I think I'm about like 15 hours in terms of progress, and I already built one of those industrial water purifiers, and as you can see, I have all the materials. There are not that many materials needed, but of course you need the rank 1 science perk. But the water purifier here will do. It's going to produce some 10 extra purified water. So let's set it in the water here, and then let's build a generator, which I already have pre-built. I do. So let's set it right here, and then we're going to connect the wire to the pump, and the pump is running. You can see when the light is on and the thing is moving or like vibrating, then the water pump is on, and you can see water is at 28 now. So now comes the part that is kind of tricky, and that is when will you get purified water and where. So this is actually pretty cool. I think after some amount of time, the extra water that is not used by your settlement will just be automatically put in your workshop inventory. So these are the 11 purified water that I got beforehand. I'm gonna take, no, not take all. Why do I always press, like E and R are so close together? That is pretty dumb. So how long does it take until the purified water gets made? And that is, it's kind of tricky. I don't know the exact time, but I can tell you this much. It has to be in-game time. So there has to be amount of in-game time to pass for the purified water to be produced. And the one important thing is you can't sleep, right? So I've actually tried it, like in my testing. I slept for 2 weeks. So I actually slept for 24 hours, 14 times, and there was no water spawning. And then I just did like some weird little random quest, and it took me like 10-15 minutes, and I came back and there was actually the water in my workshop. I heard that purified water is actually quite useful for a lot of stuff, and if it's not for crafting, it can be pretty valuable too. So it's basically a free source of income. And when your settlement grows, I know, or I've heard, that there is a cap on how much purified water is produced, depending on the size of your settlement. I can't confirm this, I just heard this. So basically, if you have like large settlements and, you know, I don't know, if you have a high charisma perk and whatever, you can like mass produce purified water and then sell it for profit, which is really nice. And if you don't sell it, it's actually pretty nice for HP too, because it gives you 40 HP. How much does a stim pack give you? I don't have any more stim packs. Oh, what a bummer. So that's basically it. The regrowth of the fruit, as I said, is pretty quick. One thing I can advise you is that when it's not respawning, when the food is not respawning, just like travel somewhere else and then come back, or do the old quick save reload method, because then sometimes they will respawn. And as I said, the crops respawn very, very quickly. You could basically extend this to the other settlements and like specialize maybe one settlement for water, the other one's for corn, one for mud fruit, one for potatoes. You could do that if you're really into it and you want to make a lot of money. I have not been to a city yet, so I don't know what the vendors, for example, have to offer. I think I met like a caravan once which had some nice armor pieces, and they were like so expensive that I don't think I will ever be able to afford them. But with this method, you could basically create credits, yeah, out of nowhere without relying on finding stuff to sell or finding bottle caps. I don't know why I call them credits. That's kind of weird. Probably because I play too much Elite Dangerous. So that's basically it. You might have to advise your workers, and sometimes when you select the worker, you can see if you hover over a worker, highlight him, you can see what kind of crops he's working on or what crops are assigned to him. You can change this, but sometimes you won't be able to select certain crops, and then you just do the quick save reload method. Weird bug. And then it should work. So that's basically it. Have fun with your adhesives. Oh yeah, one more thing. The adhesives are just in the junk category. They're not used for any other crafting. You can just, you know, go to your little, okay, I gotta get out of the menu. You can just go in the menu and just, you know, press T, store all junk, and the adhesives will be saved in your workshop inventory, and then you can just craft vegetable starch, and you have an unlimited supply of resources and experience, as you can see. So basically you could level up this way if you wanted to, but that's kind of boring. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.